I didn't put on Twitter and Facebook today that Michael Barber was going to join us because I called him twice and he didn't pick up. So, you say, Bud Foster retiring, he said it was just time. Yeah, it's usually time after 32 years. You got a new head coach you didn't work for the majority of your career, and you're just coming off a 6-6 mark. That would have been 5-6 if they hadn't scheduled a gimme game. After Virginia Tech's known for going to bowl game after bowl game and all that. In terms of earned run average, where is the team? They just got out of last place. And they're not in a race. And what are they known now for? Whining that the Pirates pitched them inside. And either the Cubs do the same, but really, here's the thing that gets me. Major League Baseball has suspended the pitcher that threw inside for the Pirates, who caused the whole ruckus, more than the pitcher who charged the Pirates' dugout. And for that matter, more than the manager who was ejected from the game earlier, who then saw fit to come back out on the field and try to fight the 60-something manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's a total lack of discipline. And somehow Clint Hurdle gets 2 games because he's, And this is sort of where baseball culture is changing. Because what have the Pirates done? They've pitched inside. Oh, you can't do that in modern baseball. And so the pitcher who pitches inside is now claimed he gets a 10-game suspension. He gets more of a suspension than does the player who charges the dugout, who starts the fight. Well, the Pirates made him do it. I mean, try doing that if you're, defending yourself. Yes, my client beat his wife. Why? Because she nagged him. That's not going to hold up. But in baseball, where we have to let them play, then suddenly throwing inside is a greater sin than charging the dugout. You tell me. Or for that matter, charging the dugout when you've been kicked out of the ball game. You tell me. Now, I got to tell you something. I take no... I'm a sports talk show host in a Tri-Cities, Tennessee area. Okay? I realize the Reds are something of a home team around here, but I'm not going to have the power to get somebody fired down here. And all that. But I can sort of grease some skids to whatever grease that I have. And it doesn't give me any joy to say that Derek Bell is not a good manager, because he's got a bullpen coach I really, really like, Lee Tunnell. And they were talking about him on Monday, how he got his first Major League appearance was a spot start, and at the height of Fernando Mania, he defeated Fernando Valenzuela 1-0. I remember listening to the game. It was at Dodger Stadium, Saturday night, late August 1982. Lee Lacy, it's a home run to lead off the game. It's the only run in there. Lee Tunnell, who is he? He beats Fernando Valenzuela 1-0. And at that point, it looked like, man, that was going to be a big, big thing. So, you just, and Lee Tunnell is a guy, we've had Julio Cruz on this show. Lee Tunnell was his pitching coach back in the day with the Pulaski Rangers in 1997. And one of the nicest, one of the best pitching coaches that I saw, who had the respect and also the affection of everybody on his team. Next big leaguer in the Appalachian League teaching pitching. I mean, that was, he pitched in the World Series. He wasn't a great star, but he had beaten Fernando Valenzuela 1-0. These were things that all those players wanted to do. And therefore, they listened to him. Again, minor leaguer. The major leaguer had been there. That was big. So, it takes me, because if Bell is fired, what happens to Lee Tunnell? I mean, late 50s, he probably didn't coach again in big leagues, you know? But you can't have managers leaving the clubhouse to charge the field and fight the other team's manager. I don't care what the situation is. That's total chaos. That's out of control. That's stuff borderline you should get arrested for. 6 games, that's all Bell gets. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Pirates, one of the things is they're an old school team. Hey, they got a 60-something manager. I mean, you know, they've got, you remember, Ronald Acuna, the supposedly racist Steve Blass. That one got swept under the rug. I mean, I shouldn't say swept under the rug, but that one didn't stick, and nor should it have been, because he didn't make a comment about Ron Acuna's jewelry, but people thought that he had. I don't understand what race has to do with that. I think it's a comment about jewelry. Or, for that matter, these kids here today. I mean, you want to go that route. But it seems like every criticism of a younger generation does get that, you know, Abe Simpson meme and all that. Did you really need to cover every part of your body with piercings and tattoos and all that? You're too old! Oh, okay. Teach his own, you know. And that doesn't speak for everyone of a young generation or anything like that. And I'm sure, you know, when I was younger and I had my ripped jeans and my long hair and all that sort of stuff, you know, I'm sure that a lot of people looked at me the same thing. I do understand that. Trust me, okay? It's just that, yeah. My youthful in with the styles phase was not necessarily permanent. You know, tattoos are a different thing. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but you've got, the Pirates are an old school team. And I can see now in the era of let them play, yeah, that's, you know, we can't have any of that. And the fact that everything we knew about baseball right now is being changed, and I don't think it's really capturing new fans. It's just alienating the old ones. And I think the suspensions that came out in the Pirates-Reds brawl this week are a further indication of that. I'm Marky Billson. Come back, more college football. Hey, does Vanderbilt use their academics as a crutch? I think there's something to be said for that. And for that matter, we've got more college football and more Vols talk. It's Tri-Cities Sports Now, coming up after this on 1420 WEMB Sports Radio and JetBroadcasting.live. Here's a word from Asian House.